Hello everybody, I am Diane.
And this is Denise.
We're your hosts of the History Goes Bump podcast. We are standing in front of the spot where the location of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre happened. This is back on February 14th. What was the date? 1929. So now, as you can see behind us, it's just a nursing home. Somebody didn't save the building. They did save the wall. Now, we did a podcast on the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Make sure that you check that out in the archives. What is still here is the building that was across the street that had the lookouts, Harry and Phil Keywell. And this was at 2119 North Clark Street. So I'm going to show you what that building looks like here behind us. See if we can make you sick. So that's it right there. I'm going to kind of make this a little bit more of a narrow. That's the building right there. They were looking out of the top floor there because they were watching to see when Bugs Moran was going to arrive on the location. What used to be behind us was the SMS Carthage building. And this building was supposedly a business, but it was really where gangsters were running a lot of their booze out of. And the main guy who ran his stuff out of here was Bugs Moran. So this was kind of his headquarters. So Al Capone and Bugs Moran were in this big fight for the city. Al Capone decided to take him out, so he worked with another gangster, and you'll have to excuse the noises behind us. This is the sounds of Chicago, and of course they're doing grass and landscaping work behind us, so you'll have to excuse the blower. We're going to go ahead and start walking away from the location, so hopefully we can get away from some of the noise. But what was supposed to happen here is Al Capone had decided he wanted to assassinate Bugs Moran. He worked with another gangster so that they could go ahead and do this. So on that date, February 14th, things did not go according to plan because, unfortunately, Bugs Moran was late. He did not get up when he was supposed to.
He was late.
He was supposed to be here for a big supposed whiskey shipment, which was just a big fat lie. There was no whiskey shipment coming in, but he was supposed to be here. So he didn't show up, but the rest of his guys were here. And what happened is Al Capone's guys, all dressed up like they were a bunch of cops coming in to do a raid, they came in to do the raid, and they shot all of Bugs Moran's men while they were here. These men included John May, Adam Heyer, and he was the guy who actually owned the building. You had Peter Gusenberg, his brother Frank, Albert Weinshank, Reinhard Schwimmer, and Albert Kachelik. All 7 of these men were lined up against a wall of the garage, and the assassins opened fire with 45, 2 Tommy guns, and a sawed-off shotgun. In fact, May and Kalachek's faces were so obliterated they couldn't be identified at the time. 70 rounds of ammunition were fired.
Wow, 70 rounds of ammo is a lot.
That is a lot. No wonder they were obliterated. The assassins who came in and were pretending to be cops, they continued the ruse. So they exited the building dressed as officers, and they made their way out of there. Bugs, of course, managed to live. He saw the commotion going on outside as he was arriving, and he thought that it was literally an actual raid, so he decided to take off. Later on, of course, he would find out that all of his men had been killed. So this started a huge gang war that went on for a long time after that. But anyway, we wanted to show you guys that location here.
Absolutely.
So it's a nice little park now.
Yeah.
Behind us. And again, this is why it's so devastating when they destroy historical markers like this. As we tell everybody in our podcast, the wall was around for a while, and it was actually a tourist attraction right after it happened. But then somehow the building went into a furniture company, and people would still go into the furniture company to see the wall. And then eventually the wall was bought by a man who put it in his bar. It was in the men's bathroom behind some plexiglass so people could see it there. The women would ask if they could go in so they could see the building, the wall there. And then eventually it was taken down when the bar went out of business. They think some of the bricks were sold off. They're really not sure where any of them are to this day. So this is all that's left of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but we wanted to give you guys a live look at that and a little bit of the history with that. Make sure you check out the podcast archives. You'll get all of the details then.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
And one more thing before we sign out. 2 more people want to say hi.
Oh, we have to have our furry producers in on this one. Yeah, we hauled them down to the middle of downtown Chicago too.
Here we are. Yay! Look at the camera, everybody. Say hi.
There's Rafiki and Tiana, and there's Tiana growling, so it's fabulous. All right, you guys, stay tuned. We have more videos coming later.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.